Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Jubilant Bundle of July 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have The Darkside Detective, a Fumble in the Dark, a graphic adventure game. The game is a sequel to the original Darkside Detective. It continues the humorous and witty style of its predecessor. In the game, you play as Detective Francis McQueen, a member of the Darkside Division of the City Police Department. Alongside your partner, Officer Dooley, you solve a series of isolated cases, each with its own self-contained storyline. The game deviates from the traditional adventure game format by offering individual cases rather than a single overarching story. The game stands out for its clever writing and humorous dialogue. Almost every interaction and observation in the game leads to witty one-liners, puns, and playful character interactions. The constant stream of jokes and humor keeps the gameplay amusing and engaging. However, the game's pacing suffers at times, with cases dragging on longer than necessary, leading to occasional monotony. The game follows the typical adventure game mechanics, where you click on objects, collect items, and solve puzzles to progress through the story. The pixelated graphics, although initially appearing simplistic, are well done and complement the game's style. The music, while not exceptional, adds charm to certain moments in the game. Despite its few shortcomings, The Darkside Detective, a Fumble in the Dark, maintains the enduring qualities of its predecessor. The game offers an enjoyable and lighthearted experience, especially for players who appreciate charismatic characters and excellent observational humor. At number 2 we have Gedonia, a charming open-world RPG. This game allows players to fully immerse themselves in a vast world, build their character, and embark on exciting quests. Gedonia grants players the freedom to shape their character. Whether you prefer to be a powerful mage, a strong warrior, an agile assassin, a charismatic leader, or a skillful crafter, the game allows you to customize your character to match your playstyle, adding a personal touch to the experience. The visually stunning open world of Gedonia is filled with uncharted territories and hidden treasures, providing a sense of adventure from the moment you step foot into the game. Exploring dungeons, defeating formidable bosses, and unraveling mysteries will keep you engaged for hours on end. The inclusion of various factions with their unique lore, characters, stories, and quests adds depth to the gameplay. Joining these factions allows you to delve deeper into Gedonia's world and immerse yourself in its intricate narrative. Furthermore, the multiple ways to complete quests give you a sense of agency, whether you prefer to rely on brute strength, charisma, or stealth skills, making the game highly replayable. However, it's important to note that Gedonia does have limitations that might deter some players. The game's janky nature and unpolished aspects, such as voice acting and dialogue, can occasionally break immersion. Additionally, the attribute system, which requires players to choose specific attributes at the beginning, may limit the full utilization of certain gameplay mechanics, hindering experimentation. Despite these drawbacks, Gedonia is an endearing RPG that captures the essence of classic open-world adventures. Its charm, captivating gameplay, and the dedication of its developer make it a worthwhile experience for RPG enthusiasts. If you can overlook its flaws and embrace its unique quirks, Gedonia offers an enjoyable journey through a beautifully crafted world. At number 3 we have The Darkside Detective, a charming paranormal point-and-click adventure that follows Officer Dooley and his partner McQueen in solving supernatural mysteries. With chunky pixel art and a focus on humor and wit, the game offers a refreshing and gentle take on the adventure genre. Officer Dooley's character shines as a brilliantly written and voiced protagonist. His quirky personality and clever dialogue make him a standout point-and-click character. The game's pixel art style, though simple, delivers a detailed world without requiring players to search for hidden hotspots. While the visuals are reminiscent of The Last Door, the art is more detailed. The game consists of 6 bite-sized chapters, each presenting a different supernatural case. The witty humor shines throughout, poking fun at paranormal police department concepts and adventure game conventions. The dynamic between Dooley and McQueen, both underdogs, brings an endearing camaraderie that contrasts with the genre's often egocentric protagonists. While the puzzles are logical, and the game offers a pleasant experience with minimal backtracking, it may not satisfy those seeking challenging puzzles. The game's lighthearted tone and focus on witty writing differentiate it from the desperation of certain self-deprecating humor. It maintains a balance between humor and narrative depth, weaving recurring characters and ideas into its parallel reality setting. The Darkside Detective is a delightful and humorous adventure game, complemented by Ben Prunty's soundtrack. While some puzzles might feel like petting, the game's overall tone and engaging writing make up for it. The Darkside Detective is a recommended play for those seeking a lighthearted and witty adventure. At number 4 we have Mutazione, a narrative-driven adventure game. The game tells the story of a young girl named Kai, who travels to a strange and isolated community called Mutazione to visit her grandfather. The game's story is presented in a beautiful and unique way, with hand-drawn illustrations and a calming soundtrack that adds to the game's relaxing atmosphere. The gameplay of Mutazione consists of exploring the community of Mutazione, interacting with its inhabitants, and solving puzzles related to gardening and music. The puzzles are integrated into the story, and each completed task progresses the story further, allowing the player to learn more about the community and its history. The game's biggest strength lies in its narrative, which is excellently written and engaging. The characters are well developed, and the relationships between them are heartwarming. The story touches on themes of loss, grief, and healing, which is presented in a thoughtful and sensitive way. Mutazione is a game that manages to create a sense of serenity and calmness while keeping the player engaged in the narrative. The gameplay is relaxing, but not boring, and the game's overall design is both aesthetically pleasing and well executed. Overall, Mutazione is an excellent game that is worth playing. It offers a unique and captivating story, combined with relaxing gameplay and beautiful visuals. If you're a fan of narrative-driven adventure games, Mutazione is definitely worth checking out. At number 5 we have Valfaris, a heavy metal-infused platformer that offers a challenging and action-packed experience. You play as Therion, a skull-rocking protagonist on a mission to save his home planet, Valfaris, from the tyrannical rule of Thrall, who also happens to be Therion's father. The game's narrative, although lacking depth, serves as a backdrop for the intense gameplay and striking aesthetics. Drawing inspirations from classic titles like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Valfaris is a modern take on the retro platformers. The game features a smooth 60 FPS frame rate, ensuring responsive controls and an impressive visual style. Every boss battle in the game is a test of your skills and strategy, reminiscent of games like Dark Souls. These battles are scattered throughout the labyrinthine tunnels of Valfaris, offering challenging and rewarding encounters. The platforming segments in Valfaris are well crafted, diverse, and polished. You'll encounter precise jumps, moving platforms, and on-rails shooting galleries, each requiring a unique approach. The game's combat system is deep and satisfying, offering a variety of weapons and attacks. The difficulty is undeniably high, pushing your patience to the limits, but it keeps the experience engaging and rewarding. The game's weapon variety is impressive, with 19 unique weapons, each unlockable through boss fights. The process of defeating a boss and gaining a new weapon is highly addictive. Upgrading weapons with blood metal adds a strategic layer to the gameplay. Valfaris provides a challenging and fun experience, perfect for fans of classic platformers and heavy metal enthusiasts. Despite a straightforward narrative and high difficulty, the game's compelling combat and unique weapons make it a must-play for those seeking a retro-inspired, head-banging adventure. At number 6 we have Ittle Dew 2 Plus, a quirky puzzle-heavy RPG that builds on its predecessor with improved visuals, more intricate puzzles, and even more sarcastic tone. You play as Ittle Dew, accompanied by your snarky fox companion Tipsy, as you explore a lively, cartoonish world, filled with block-pushing puzzles and a fair share of combat. The puzzles are the game's strong suit, smartly designed to challenge your brain rather than your patience. They offer clever solutions and are satisfying to solve, especially when you utilize the various items and abilities you pick up along the way. However, the combat has taken a perplexing turn. What was once a light, amusing distraction has become an overwhelming and frustrating challenge. Enemies flood the screen in almost bullet hell-like volumes, demanding quick reflexes and precise use of the game's clunky dodge roll mechanic. This intense combat frequently disrupts the flow of exploration and puzzle solving, making it difficult to enjoy the game's charming world. The open world design, while inviting, can also lead to confusion if you stray from the intended path. You might find yourself stuck in areas you're not yet equipped to handle, unsure if you're missing an ability or simply overlooking a solution. Despite these frustrations, Ittle Dew 2 still manages to charm with its witty dialogue, vibrant art, and satisfying puzzles, but be prepared for moments of combat fatigue that may overshadow the game's many strengths. At number 7 we have Trifox, a delightful amalgamation of classic platforming tropes with modern humor and depth, offering players a vibrant and engaging 3D adventure. As you step into the shoes of the titular Trifox, tasked with recovering his stolen remote control, you're immediately drawn into a whimsical world filled with charm and lighthearted storytelling. The game's most notable aspect is its wide array of class choices: warrior, mage, and engineer, each presenting distinct playstyles and abilities. From the sturdy tankiness of the warrior to the spell-slinging prowess of the mage and the gadget-driven finesse of the engineer, there's a class to suit every player's preference. The integrated tutorial seamlessly guides you through the basics, ensuring accessibility for both newcomers and seasoned gamers alike. As you progress through the game's 4 vibrant worlds, each brimming with unique challenges and enemies, you'll unlock a plethora of abilities through an expansive skill tree. This encourages experimentation and customization, allowing you to tailor your playstyle to suit the demands of each level. While Trifox excels in its colorful visuals, charming humor, and diverse gameplay mechanics, it's not without its minor flaws. The floaty jump mechanics and occasional camera angle issues may pose challenges, particularly in precision platforming segments. However, these setbacks are outweighed by the game's overall charm and replayability. With its engaging narrative, varied level design, and accessible difficulty options, Trifox promises an enjoyable romp through its whimsical world for players of all ages and skill levels alike. At number 8 we have Ittle Dew, a charming puzzle-driven RPG that blends elements of Zelda, Metroid, and Sokoban. You step into the shoes of Ittle Dew, a young adventurer exploring a quirky island with her snarky fox companion Tipsy. The game is filled with clever puzzles, adorable enemies, and a sarcastic sense of humor that keeps you engaged. The block-pushing puzzles are both the highlight and frustration, challenging your patience and wit in equal measure. While the game's open world invites exploration, it can sometimes lead to confusion. You might find yourself lost, unsure of where to go next, especially after being catapulted into new areas. This can be both exhilarating and frustrating, as you struggle with the lack of direction while relishing the moments of discovery. Combat is simplistic, but serves as a pleasant distraction between puzzles. The bosses are more intricate, requiring you to master the tools provided in each area. Despite the occasional frustration, Ittle Dew consistently charms you with its witty dialogue, delightful characters, and inventive puzzles. The game's humor and charm ultimately outweigh its occasional shortcomings. You will find yourself alternating between moments of frustration and triumph, with each solved puzzle bringing a sense of satisfaction. At around 6 to 7 hours of gameplay, Ittle Dew offers a well-paced, enjoyable experience that is worth every penny. Its blend of puzzles and RPG elements creates a unique adventure that will leave you both challenged and entertained. At number 9 we have Tormentor X Punisher, a brutal top-down shooter that plunges you into a relentless chaotic battle against hordes of demons on the aptly named planet Fuck You. This game is pure unfiltered arcade madness, where survival is the only goal, and each run challenges you to outlast the swarms of enemies that grow more aggressive with every wave. The gameplay is deceptively simple. You move with WASD, aim with the mouse, and unleash a storm of bullets with a machine gun that reloads by firing a shotgun blast. As you mow down demons, you'll find yourself clearing demon summoning portals, racking up bonus points, and facing off against randomly spawned bosses. The thrill lies in the game's intensity. Bodies pile up, the screen shakes with every shotgun blast, and you're constantly on edge, trying to survive just a few seconds longer. The game's difficulty is punishing but fair, encouraging that one more try mentality as you strive to beat your high score and those of your Steam friends. The screen shake effect can be disorienting, and it would be great to have an option to reduce it, but it adds to the chaotic charm. Tormentor X Punisher is a straightforward no-frills shooter that's all about pure action and replayability. If you're a fan of tough-as-nails roguelikes like Devil Daggers or The Binding of Isaac, this game will satisfy your craving for mayhem. Get ready to kill some demons and embrace the madness. At number 10 we have GoNNER, a charming roguelike platformer. This game offers a delightful blend of spooky aesthetics and cute characters, inviting you to embark on addictive runs filled with collecting heads, guns, and backpacks to enhance your abilities. As you play, you will gather various items that persist across runs, allowing you to customize your gameplay experience. Heads modify your movement mechanics and starting health, while backpacks grant special abilities such as rapid firing, explosive attacks, and reloading your gun, each with unique cooldowns. This progression system encourages strategic planning and experimentation with different combinations to overcome challenges. The art style of GoNNER is particularly noteworthy. Levels are dynamically drawn around your character, creating a visually engaging and unique experience that emphasizes style over realism. This approach ensures the game remains timeless and visually appealing. The adorable character designs, including Sally the giant beached whale, who assists you by providing health, add a layer of endearing charm to the game world. Gameplay mechanics are reminiscent of beloved roguelikes like Downwell and The Binding of Isaac. Movement feels fluid and responsive, with mechanics such as wall jumping, sliding, and jumping on enemies, adding depth to the platforming action. The variety of guns, each with distinct feels and kickbacks, keeps the combat fresh and engaging. While GoNNER is challenging and you'll die frequently, the difficulty is fair and never feels unfair. The mechanic of dropping items upon taking damage adds a frantic element, requiring quick reflexes to reclaim them. The short runtimes, typically under 20 minutes, make each session intense and replayable, with online leaderboards motivating you to improve and achieve higher scores. GoNNER delivers exceptional value with its addictive gameplay, catchy music, and captivating art style. It stands out as a must-play for fans of the roguelike genre, offering a perfect blend of challenge, charm, and replayability. And that's all for this bundle. The Jubilant Bundle offers an incredible value, especially with sought-after titles like You Suck at Parking that sells like hotcakes. Fans of classic-style games will appreciate I Am Fish and Tunche, while Gedonia continues to impress with its updates and depth. With key titles available at unbeatable prices, this bundle is perfect for those looking to expand their collection without breaking the bank. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.